Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching episode 2 of Extraordinary Attorney Woo. If you want access to the uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. So in the first episode, we were introduced to our extraordinary attorney, Woo. She has autism and is obsessed with whales, which I love. And we saw her navigating her way through her first day at her new job, and I assume it's her first job. We saw the prejudice that she faces and how people handle her, I suppose, how people treat her. There was some nice people. Our love interest, Jun-ho, who love him, and there's a really nasty man and a woman who went to law school with her. She's jealous of her because she was always top in the class and she felt like she was always helping her out and then getting beaten by her. I don't actually think she hates her, she's just jealous. And the primary lawyer, oh my god, I am gonna have to get used to names. I can only remember 2 names so far, this is ridiculous. The lawyer with the glasses, who I grew to really like in the first episode, he started off prejudiced against Woo and he made a deal with the CEO that if she didn't win her first case then she would be gone. He really had no faith in her and I loved that she proved him wrong. You just saw her getting on with her day, like she wasn't, even when he made that comment to her about her not being normal, she just took it all in her stride because she's used to it, I suppose. And I don't even think she saw it as having to prove something. She was just trying her best at her job, and oh, I love her. I'm gonna be rooting for her the whole way through. At the very end, we saw that the CEO went to Woo's father's shop. She seems to know him, so I'm intrigued as to how she knows him. I hope he didn't like make a deal with her and that's what got Woo the job there. That would be really disappointing because you want to earn that stuff and she deserved her place. But it looked like he hadn't seen this lady in a long time. He looked a bit shook when he saw her, so I don't think that is the case. But yeah, they clearly have some history and I want to know what it is. I've never seen a wedding this lavish before, with a whole like model catwalk. Is this a tradition in Korean culture? Or is this just mega extravagant? Who's she looking at? Oh. I remember this from the preview now. Oh! Pull it up! Quick! Oh no! That's a hell of a back tattoo as well. That's on camera! Well, that has got to be the most embarrassing moment of her life. Don't think I would ever live that down. Oh, that's the cutest title card I've ever seen.
소의 햄 바꾸셨습니까?
왜?
맛이 별로입니다.
어쭈? 그냥 먹어. 다 큰 녀석이 아빠한테 밥상을 차려주지 못한 망정 저런 웨딩드레스 입어보고 싶지 않아?
Give her time. Not everyone marries young these days.
독립과 짝짓기가 함께 이루어지는 의식이지만 고래의 경우는
아니 웬일이야? 고래 얘기를 알아서 관두고?
더 듣고
She's
싶습니까?
learning.
아니 뭐
Oh, she's asking permission.
앞으로는 듣기 싫다는 사람에게 억지로 말하지 않겠습니다. 이제는 제 고래 이야기를 들어주는 사람이 있으니까요.
아 그래? 그 누구야?
늦었어요.
A male. I am of the opinion that if something is perfect, just don't change it, you know? Why change the recipe when it's already good?
얼마 전에 결혼시켰어. 대현건설 사장 아들이랑 대현 호텔에서.
축하드립니다.
축하는 얼어 죽을.
따님께서 어깨랑 소매가 없는 웨딩드레스를 입고 계셨는데 신랑 신부가 행진할 때 그 드레스가 흘러내렸습니다.
어디까지요?
이 아래까지.
Cringe.
대현 호텔에서 다 알아서 해준다길래 모든 최고로 맡겼더니 2억 3천 듭디다. 2억 3천 들여서 1,000명 앞에서 개망신을 당한 거야 내가.
You know what time it is? We have to Google the conversion. £144,000 on one day. Oh, I could never. Why so much money?
이 저기 대현 호텔 새끼들한테 내가 얼마를 받아야 되겠습니까? 생각하는 게 10억 미치면 말도 꺼내지 마시오.
A billion?
10억이요?
그래서 제가 얼굴을 못 들고 댕겨. 근데 뭐
I mean,
2억 4.
is it just me? It's not the hotel's fault though, right? Like, the bride stepped on her own dress? Why did the hotel owe him anything?
지면 나쁘지 않아?
인정이 되더라도 액수가 크지 않습니다.
Oh, that is the face of anger right there.
사실 꽤 합리적입니다.
I think so.
한 바다도 태산이랑 다를 게 없구만.
한바다는 다릅니다.
10억은 받아야 되지 않겠어?
I mean, I say no, but I want them to prove him wrong.
손해는 어떻게 나뉘지?
손해 3분설에 따라 적극적 손해와 소극적 손해 그리고
위자료로 나뉩니다.
손해가 어떻게 나뉘는지도 모르셨습니까?
네, 몰라서 물어보는 게 아니고
It's a test.
가르치려고 물어보는 거예요. 보다 중요한 건 이게 과연 대연 호텔의 잘못이냐는 거야. 고의든 과실이든
No.
호텔 측 잘못이라는 걸 보여줄 규칙 사유를 찾아야 돼요.
I have no idea how they're going to prove that. I think it's the bride's fault.
변호사는 준호 씨랑 가서 신랑 신부 만나보고.
네.
Yes! He knows the right
대연 호텔
teams.
권민호 변호사 말고 이준호 씨랑 가면 안 될까요?
왜? 권민호 변호사 신랑감으로 별로야?
네.
Absolutely not.
신랑 신부 만나보겠습니다. 괜찮죠?
Oh,
저도 이준호 씨랑 둘만 있는 게 좋지만 제가 양보하겠습니다. 이름은 똑바로 읽어도 거꾸로 읽어도 우영우입니다. 기러기 토마토 스위스 인도인 별똥별 우영우.
I love this introduction.
죄송합니다. 이 친구가 회사 들어온 지 얼마 안 돼서요.
Don't apologize.
오빠 할아버지께서 저를 예뻐하셨어요. 교회 장로님이신데 성가대에서 지휘하시거든요.
But since you saw the tattoo, things have changed.
가봉할 때 꽤 타이트하게 맞췄었는데 그날은 좀 헐렁하더라고요.
헐렁해진 것 같은데요?
대연 호텔 직원한테 그 얘기를 했나요?
네, 했죠.
빠졌었습니까? 결혼식 때?
아니요.
Oh, was it sabotaged?
일단은 아빠가 관리해서요. 아빠 손님들
I don't like this father. People you don't even know at your
우영우
wedding.
변호사는
It's
질문할
probably
거
all
없어요?
corporate
있어요.
people.
남편을 사랑합니까?
I was thinking the same thing though, to be fair.
형 씨의 독사진도 많고 친구나 가족과 함께 찍은 사진도 많아요. 그런데 남편 사진은 없습니다. 한 장도요.
찍은 사진들은 다 신혼집에 있나 봐요.
저기 있는데요. 손가락이 아니라 화장대 위에 있고요.
God! She picks up on such small details.
한테 화연히 소개도 해주시고 부모님 설득도 하시고요.
What if he sabotaged the dress because he didn't want to marry her?
파혼하실 건가요?
모르겠어요. 어른들 의견 정리되는 거 좀 지켜봐야죠.
김하영 씨랑은 파혼에 대해 얘기해 보셨나요?
I'm tunnel visioning now. I'm so suspicious of him.
정신적으로 독립을 해야 결혼도 하는 거잖아요. 다 차려진 밥상에 이렇게 숟가락 올릴 줄 알지. 저 나이 먹도록 스스로 밥상 한번 차려본 적도 없을걸요.
Oh, you're like calling her out.
스스로
She's got to grow as a person. I feel like she's gonna go on such a journey.
자기야?
Dream come true.
네, 변호사님.
이준호 씨도 어른이라면 모름지기 스스로 밥상을 차리고 부모로부터 독립을 해야 한다고
Oh my
생각합니까?
god.
글쎄요. 뭐 그러면 좋겠죠?
I feel like you should always tell someone when they're on loudspeaker.
누가 자주 이래요?
아니요. 그냥 가끔.
I can't believe she calls him to have whale talk.
네.
She just hung up.
고래의 대변은 바다 깊은 곳에 있는 영양분을 해수면으로 뽑아 올리는 일종의 펌프 역할을 합니다. 고래는 깊은 바다에서 먹이를 먹고
Oh no, she's
해수면으로
talking about
올라와
feces
배설을
in the
하는데
corridors.
그 대변이 바로 이주성 동물입니다.
Only sometimes.
아니요, 저는 오늘 야근합니다.
고래 얘기하시려고 여기까지 오신 거예요?
네,
Of
안녕히
course.
가십시오.
들어주실 거예요?
네?
평생 들어주실 거 아니면 준호 씨가 먼저 선을 그어줘야죠.
Oh. Please tell me that's just a hunger rumble. Ugh. No one wants that in a public place.
변호사를 만나야 합니다. 제가 온 이유는 말씀드릴 수 없어요. 특히 이준호 씨에게는 절대로 말해선 안 됩니다.
She called her to help her. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
나 가져오라고 했잖아. 그게 제일 편해 보였어. 라벨도 없고.
미치겠다 진짜.
What is it? Oh! I love that. Now it's so obvious what's happened. Oh, still? She can't try on a dress now. She's gonna have to try on the dress!
네가 해야 돼.
Yes!
준호 씨, 잘 부탁해.
I feel a bit bad for her, to be honest. Wouldn't say I like her just yet, though.
두 분 아주 운이 좋으셨어요.
우리가 결혼을 서두르는 이유는 속도 위반을 했기 때문입니다.
에?
여기서 속도 위반이란 교통법규상 제한된 속도 이상의 속력을 내는 행위를 뜻하는 것이 아닙니다. 알고 있습니까?
아, 그럼 자기야. 오, 아 이게 이쁘네요.
What a surprise.
하긴 우리 자기 너무 말라가지고 뭐 이런 거 입었다가 흘러내리면 어떡해. 뭐 그런 일도 가끔 있지 않나요?
아유 그럴 일은 절대 없죠. 저희가 얼마나
Who
철저하게
are you trying
가공을
to kid?
하는데요.
The bride wants what she wants. Oh, she's in the toilets.
너 몰라? 주연이 잘렸잖아.
At least the upset tummy has some benefit then. Oh. Oh my god, he can't even speak. This isn't even fake!
입어보시니까 어떠세요?
대단히 불편합니다. 라벨로만 만들어진 옷.
신랑님 눈빛 봐. 완전 반했네.
반했으니까.
She's so happy.
드레스가 흘러내린 사고 자체가 원고의 부주의 때문이지 대형 호텔의 잘못이 아닙니다. 따라서 원고가 정신과
I
치료를 받는
originally
것도
thought
사원
that,
위기에
but you
처한
know
것도
what? It seems like it was sabotaged. But what was the bride looking at that made her stop and step on her dress? What did she see? That's so confusing. Like, in a way, it was kind of both of their faults, I suppose, because treading on the bottom of a dress shouldn't automatically make it come pulling down. But it was also her distraction that caused her to tread on her own dress. So this is a hard case. If I was on the jury for this one, I don't know who I would side with.
변호사님은 고래 얘기 말고는 저한테 하고 싶은 말 없으세요?
없습니다.
아, 또 없어요?
네, 없습니다.
I love the honesty so much.
고래 얘기는 시간을 정해놓고 하면 어때요? 아무 때나 하지 말고요.
아,
괜찮아요? 같이 밥 먹으면서 얘기해요.
네.
That
그럼
means you have to have
점심시간이
lunch
아닐
together?
때는
고래 얘기 말고 다른 얘기하기.
고래 얘기 말고 다른 얘기하기.
Oh, she's so smiley, this up.
드레스 벗겨진 일이 있었죠. 2달 전쯤에요. 그 일 관련해서 배주 씨한테 물어보고 싶은 게 있어요. 신부였던 김화영 씨가 아직까지 정신과 치료 받는 거 혹시 알고 계세요?
연락하기 쉽지 않을 거예요. 주희 언니 외국 갔어요.
She fled? That raises suspicions then, doesn't it?
결혼식이 끝나고 나서 웨딩드레스가 바뀌었다는 걸 알았거든요. 배주 씨라고 그때 같이 일하던 선배 직원의 실수로요.
뭘 잘했다고 울어?
수습할 시간이 없으니까 그때 갖고 있던 다른 드레스를 내보낸 거예요. 디자인은 같지만 사이즈는 약간 더 큰 걸로요.
Oh.
바글의 셀리라이드라는 아이디로 몇 차례 글을 썼죠. 맞습니까? 지금은 남자 집안에서 파혼 얘기가 나오고 있어. 차라리 다행이야. 트라우마 뒤에 숨어서 조금만 더 버티면 결혼하지 않아도 될 것 같아. 잘 알지도 못하는 남자랑 거짓말처럼 살지 않아도 될 것 같아.
The wedding was forced then. Why did you write that on a forum? Come on.
할아버지가 도곡동에 땅을 갖고 계신데 결혼하면 저한테 그걸 주신다고 했거든요. 이렇게 등 떠밀려서 결혼하는 게 맞아요?
No.
오빠나 저나 서로한테 별 관심도 없어요. 다른 사람들도 다 이렇게 살아요?
다른 사람들은 결혼한다고 땅 선물을 받진 않죠.
No compassion. You were the one saying earlier that they shouldn't get married so young. There we go. See, that is why everyone wants to be with Jun-ho instead of you. The whale? She's got an idea.
땅 선물이라니 정말 다행입니다. 손해는 손해 3분설에 따라 이렇게 셋으로 나누기도 하지만 둘로 나눌 수도 있습니다. 알고 있습니까?
지금 나한테 문제 내는
호텔의 실수로 인해 김하영 씨가 홍주명 씨로부터 받지 못하게 된 그 토지 가격을 특별 손해로 주장하면 훨씬 큰 액수의 손해배상금을 청구할 수 있습니다.
She's just the MVP.
봤지?
Is it more than a billion won?
정확히 얼마였지?
332억 원이었습니다.
What?
그럼 332억
Shut
원을 배상하라고 요구할 수 있어요. 332억 원의 10%인 33억 2천만 원에서부터 얘기를 시작할까 하는데 어떠세요?
This does not make the bride feel any better. I don't think this man deserves all this money. It's your lucky day. Did she just show her a sign of support? Look at that! She's actually nice.
네가 왜 끼어?
드레스 벗겨져서
She
결혼식
is an
나간 게 뭐
adult.
자랑이라고 이렇게까지 해요.
가자.
Cannot stand men like him. Just realised my theory about the husband was wrong. As expected.
땅을 원고에게 주겠다고 했었죠. 이를 들은 피고는 역시 통이 크시다며 홍주명 씨를 칭찬했고요.
난 사실을 있는 그대로 말한 거죠.
맞습니까?
뭐 그렇죠.
Oh, stop! Just let her stomach get better. Who's that?
이에 원고는 피고의 과실이 없었다면 얻게 되었을 토지의 감.
Is she a lesbian?
소취하고 싶습니다.
네?
소취하겠습니다.
Fuck you, Dad, I guess. Oh.
이 고소 그만하려면 어떻게 해야 되냐고요.
Oh my gosh, what?
씨는 스스로 밥상을 차려본 적이 있습니까?
I love how she learns something in an episode and then, like, learns from it. She thinks about the things that she hears constantly.
소취하에 동의하십니까?
Now that we've lost, hell yeah.
마치겠습니다.
Well then, I am so happy that man doesn't get his money, but they also still won. That's like a win-win. Oh! Hell no.
치과 다니는지 아빠는 모르지. 선배 아니야.
신랑 신부 행진.
Oh, did you see her? All the photos of her. Oh my god.
결혼을 해야 된다면 언니랑 할 거야.
Oh, that's such a good resolution. Happy for her, happy for them.
우영우 변호사님.
Oh, bye. Oh, he waited and everything. I think he's falling.
생각해서 음식을 다
Yeah,
사오고
she's becoming more
살다 보니
independent.
이런 날이 다 있네. 하루 종일 김밥 만든 아빠한테 김초밥을 사왔어.
Is gimbap similar to seaweed sushi?
저는 결혼하지 못할 가능성이 높습니다. 자폐가 있으니까요.
That's not true.
대신 아버지에게는 부케를 드리겠습니다.
응?
아버지는 미혼부라 결혼해본 적이 없으니까요. 제가 결혼한 뒤 혼자 사시기보다는 결혼을 하시는 게 좋겠습니다.
Oh, stop! That's so cute.
많은 생각을 했구나.
네, 씻겠습니다.
I feel like she doesn't stop thinking all day, every day. She has so many thoughts running through her head. Oh, I feel like that dynamic is going to be the end of me.
우영우? 우영우가 누구야?
이번에 새로 뽑은 신입이랍니다.
Rookie. Oh, are they going to try and poach her?
딱 신입이 할 법한 발상이고. 우리는 뭐 했대? 이런 애 안 데려오고?
Don't go for her now. That was quite possibly the best resolution to a case ever. Like in How to Get Away with Murder, they do a lot of cases in that. And it's like you're rooting for the team to win, but at the same time, the person they're working for a lot of the time is an insufferable person who you don't believe should win. So the fact that they had Young Woo figuring out the case in her thinking outside the box method that she's prone to, them like basically winning. They were practically on the cusp of winning. The judge was about to bang his gavel and then the bride called it off and the father didn't get his money. Like, I love that. They won, but at a cost, but the cost was great. That girl now gets to live her own life, I assume. She's come out, she's stood up to her father, she said she's not having it anymore, and she strolled off into the sunset with her girlfriend. Love that so much. It was just good news all round there. I'm really liking that as Young-woo is delving into the world of work, she's learning more about life and kind of picking them up as she goes along and trying to incorporate them. You can see when she gets told something, she repeats it so that she remembers it, and like she really thinks everything through. And the independence thing, I think, really stuck with her after I'm gonna have to do studying with names. I always find it hard to remember the names in Korean shows because there's like 3 names to remember for one person. But after that guy said he's prepared a meal before, and you know, those people shouldn't get married so young and whatever he said, she looked like, oh my god, that's me. I have never cooked a meal before. I am not an independent person. It looks like she's starting on a journey of independence. She was asking people throughout the whole ep, have you ever cooked a meal before? It's like she's doing a survey on a small sample size to see if she's in the minority or not. But it's really showing how she grows as she is learning things that she wouldn't have otherwise known. So we're kind of seeing her grow through her adulthood and into life, and I like that. Everyone has to grow up at some point, and it is a gradual process. We didn't get any answers about the CEO and Young-woo's father, so that was a bit disappointing because I wanted to know their history. They're saving that for another time. It looks like Young-woo might be getting poached by the rival law firm now, and I mean, I'm not surprised. She graduated at the top of her class and she is an angel, but I don't want her to go. I want her to have all the opportunities in the world, but I want her to stay where she is. Jun-ho definitely is catching feelings. I mean, yeah, there was a spark there from first sight, but seeing her in that wedding dress, oh, the way he looked at her, he was on the phone, he completely forgot about her on the phone and was just like standing there with his mouth hanging open, catching flies, because he was so in awe of her. Like, honestly, the epitome of the meme, get someone who looks at you the way he looks at her. That is the look that everyone wants, and they weren't even getting married for real, and that wasn't fake. It wasn't like he was acting in the character like, oh, my bride is so beautiful. He genuinely looked at her with his mouth agape like that because he thought she was beautiful. And the way she smiled as well, that she was so happy. It seems like she was a lot happier this episode, like she's really growing into the firm and she's becoming more comfortable. Oh, I love that. Oh, I just love this. It mixes serious and comedy so well. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to episode 2 of Extraordinary Attorney Woo. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Extraordinary Attorney Woo, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 3. Bye!